It takes an hour to cross the North Atlantic swell from Glasgow to the windswept island of Bute in Scotland, the very northwestern tip of Britain. For more than 40 refugees in December, it was the last leg of a journey that took them from their homes in Syria via a camp in Lebanon to Britain. They were among those selected to be part of Britain's resettlement scheme for vulnerable refugees. Scotland volunteered to resettle the largest share in small rural and urban communities.
I think the community is very, very sensitive to the fact that the communities that the Syrians that are coming over are probably coming over from a very traumatic experience.
Yet some local people are concerned over whether the refugees would easily settle in on the island.
Bute is, through no fault of its own, it's an overwhelmingly white, until now, overwhelmingly white community. Its religious background is almost exclusively Christian.
Despite such differences, it is possible to integrate newcomers into the community, argues James Hampshire of the University of Sussex, a former advisor to the British government on migration.
History shows us that over time these differences lessen, and some of the most important ways in which that can be achieved is by securing the economic integration of refugees and migrants, by enabling them to get jobs, and also by enabling their social integration.
The University of Sussex, based in Brighton, has offered 50 scholarships to Syrian refugees, and the city itself recently welcomed several Syrian refugee families. Britain has pledged to resettle 20,000 Syrians by 2020, far fewer than many other European states. The government argues that Britain is one of the biggest donors to the humanitarian response in the region.
The current government has a commitment to reduce immigration overall. And also the debate about immigration in Britain has become toxic, particularly surrounding the discussion around British membership of the EU. Now, whilst refugees are separate from that, they're caught up in it.
Last month, 4 young Syrian asylum seekers living in the so-called jungle camp in the French port of Calais won a legal victory, allowing them to join family members already in Britain. Hundreds more cases are likely to follow. But the government has said it will fight each case. For most migrants hoping to reach British shores, the dream will remain out of reach. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.